feel. But it's my objective to take care of everything.
Yes, sir.
All right? So that's Islam.
Yes.
I want to help out, all right?
Yeah, go ahead.
I totally understand Islam.
Yeah.
A man cannot have another wife without your approval.
That's not true. That's not true.
He has to let you know.
Well, yeah.
And if he doesn't
He
let
has
you
to
know,
let me know.
that it's not supposed to happen.
Yeah.
All right?
It is some form of respect in it.
You
Yeah.
follow what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Number two, when they talk about the monetary part, all right?
Mm-hmm.
Like I told you, what is love and marriage?
Mm-hmm.
Two people
Pleasing each other.
trying to please each other, all right?
Not just one.
Not one.
Mm-hmm.
If it's just one, then that's not no love and that's not no marriage,
That's right.
all right? So she had $1 million,
Mm-hmm.
and she know that you was
Oh,
struggling.
of course. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes,
All right.
sir. Without no
And
doubt.
she knows that it would please you to get some help.
Without no doubt.
You wouldn't have to ask her.
That's right. Yes, sir.
Is
Without
that
no
simple?
doubt.
All right?
Well, that comes right along with it, you know what I'm saying? But I just wanted to put it out there because
that's
it's,
why I had to help clean that up.
well, I'm grateful that
All
you
right.
did. You know, we just wanted to put it out there in terms of what is in terms of
Your roof
the
is-
rights is concerned, in terms of what is hers is hers. Yeah, of course, if, you know, by her having concern for me and my situation, you know, she's gonna, you know, it's probably gonna be a natural inclination for her to sit up here and say, baby, let me take care of that. You know, that's a natural inclination. But in terms in Islam, you know, I can't look for her to do that.
Oh, I agree.
You dig what I'm saying?
But like I said, if she loves you,
Mm-hmm.
you don't have to ask her.
That's right. That's right.
All women have to.
Because
come
she's trying to
out.
please you.
Yes, sir.
Your
Yes,
roof
sir.
is falling in. You had $100,000. You got $25 left.
Yes, sir.
And she got $1 million. She gonna say, I got to.
I gotta go shopping.
What would you say, Brother Mujaahhid, to there's a misconception that we're going to get to the call, okay, callers after this, that Islam is oppressive to Muslims or Islamic women because we walk in front of them, they have to cover up. What would you say? And if she could respond on that too, what the people that have a misconception about that, if you could break that down.
Well, in terms of, I'm gonna let her.
Okay,
It
yes,
sounded
sir.
like she was gonna go into it, but
Yes, sir.
I actually just wanted to know where does that come from? That the women have to walk in behind the man.
Well,
What is?
you know what, in Arab countries, you know what, but the men, you know, walk in front of the women, and that's to protect them. It's not to be oppressive. It's to protect them, to look out. Like me, I walk in front of my wife to protect her. I'm not in an Arab country, but
The only thing he doesn't let me, the only thing that he doesn't like for me to do is walk on the side of the street. But he do that with his
it's
kids
protective,
too.
yes.
But-
But what would you say
yeah.
about, you know what, somebody saying this so oppressive that, you know what, the women have to cover up and all this, I think is foolish. But if you could educate the people about why the Muslim or the woman should cover up, why?
well,
Why the hijab? Okay.
well, Allah, the Lord of the worlds, has stated that that they should cover their
Bosom.
bosom.
From
Yeah,
head
Order.
exactly.
down.
Their bosoms. And so the Prophet, peace be upon him, had seen a woman and stated to her that she should, only thing that he should see of her is her face and her hands. And this is a little clarification of that particular verse in the Quran. So now to bring it, you know, to up to speed to 2012, what does that mean now? What it means now is that a man should, when you see a woman nowadays, and what they're, you know, as even as cold as it is, you still see their physical shape with the spandex pants.
Yes,
There's you're going to be probably blinded to a certain degree of what she has on in her physical features,
Yes, sir.
so much to the point you're not going to even be able to appreciate her inside or what's up
But
here.
since she has
Okay.
intellection, yes.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to but You know, opposed to not even, you know, in some instances, some sisters wear the full thing.
Got a niqab.
You can't help but to sit up here and appreciate this woman for what's going on inside of her.
Absolutely.
Okay, because you don't see anything.
Yeah.
So now you can't help but to appreciate her for what's really inside of her.
Yes, sir.
You know, as a human being.
So
okay.
you know, so you're not so what she's saying. He's saying is people out there, you're not evaluating a female for what's on the outside. What does she have intellectually? What's in her heart? What's in her mind? And what's her deen? So, but we come to the callers, okay? Because we got a lot of callers. Callers, go ahead. Caller, go ahead and beat the drums. Go ahead, next caller. Turn your television down.
I'm making a comment.
Okay, go ahead.
I'd like to make a comment and say, I'm glad y'all talking about marriage because the first thing that Allah did was marry Adam and Eve.
Mary?
And that's the greatest covenant. The marriage.
Mary?
Is marriage.
Oh, okay.
Between a woman and a man.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Next caller, you want to comment on that or you go to the next? You know what? Next caller, go ahead and beat the drums.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Okay, when your guest said about some men that have one woman, a lot of these men out here cheat and they mess around and they have somebody on the side.
Okay.
Y'all doing a good job.
Alhamdulillah. They doing a great job. Alhamdulillah. Oh, we doing a dawah. You know, okay. But next caller, go ahead and beat the drums. Okay, we have no more callers. You know, I want to ask, you know what? I want to ask you something. There's brothers that get on the internet to find prospective wives. In your opinion, is that haram? And people that don't know what haram is, just evil or wrong.
Is it forbidden?
Yeah. A fitna. Yeah.
Me, myself, I'm not a scholar in Islam.
Yes, sir.
I have heard some rulings regarding that this is not something that's definitely encouraged, and some ulama went to the point of stating that it is forbidden because it's a deception, because you can't honestly actually really get a full grasp of that person that's behind that particular picture. You don't see how tall they really are. You don't see, you're not seeing in totality who this person is, opposed to looking at them face to face and speaking with them and looking in their eyes. I mean, you know, how many times you done looked at a picture of somebody and seen them up close and can't figure out, or seen a star, okay, somebody in the movies or something, and then get up close or backstage with them and realize that ain't what I seen. Okay, so that's some of the things that was stated about the doing that, but I can understand how someone would do that, because it being a lack of Muslimas, Muslim women, accessible in this particular city, where we're not living in a land of Islam. So there's a balance, I think, that I would suggest somebody who has this question to ask it to people of knowledge,
scholars,
and also explain it to them about our current situation, where it's not enough accessible Muslim women that are not married and want to get married, and you know, how is that connection to be created if they're in another part of the city and they are already in interaction with the imam? How, you know, somehow or another, you know, it's like the internet really actually opened up a lot of doorways of just networking, period. Okay, so it's like, you know, but may Allah guide us.
Okay, we got a caller, then you come to Alderman. Next caller, go ahead and beat the drums, caller. Go ahead.
Assalamu alaikum. It's a pleasure seeing your family this evening. I just want to reiterate on the dressing of the females, that sometimes we can mix culture into Islam, and the way the female dress, that's in the Arab culture. So when someone asks you, why do you why do you guys put the female in the back and the men in the front? That's their culture. The Quran shows us how to live and how to treat the woman.
Yes, sir.
And a nation can rise no higher than the woman. And that's how important the woman is in Islam, because there are surahs named after her.
Yes, sir.
The woman and Maryam.
Yes, sir.
So she's always in the front. And that's what we should explain to anybody that asks us about why the woman is in the back. No, she's exalted. And brothers, keep on doing what you're doing.
Praise
Stay strong in Islam. And all I can say is, Assalamu alaikum. Keep doing a great job. Good night.
They're doing a great job.
Yeah, I want to respond to that.
Go ahead.
There's nothing from Islam that states that a woman is supposed to walk behind you. People pick this stereotype up through the misconceptions of Elijah Muhammad organization, okay, of women walking a few steps behind them. This is not from the revelation of the Lord of the worlds and the pattern of the last prophet. Okay. Now, in terms of attire, okay, this attire that we wear, no, we're not trying to be Arab. Okay, what it is more like we recognize that this attire that we have on is universally and internationally accepted as a Muslim dress.
Okay.
And more than that, this is more closer to the attire that the last prophet would wear.
And we emulate, we try to, I'm listening to you, and I already know, emulate our prophet. I mean, wish I could grow a beard, not wish. It would be nice, but because of the job
you see mine right here. I'm trying.
I think our prophet. But you know what? We have 3 minutes left. You know, inshallah, you know, hopefully y'all will come back. And what I would like to do is have a Christian couple up here and have y'all up here. We sit down and just look at contrasts and comparisons, if that would be okay. But please, you know what, tell us what mosque did you go to, really we go to, but you know, give us some finishing comments, please. Both of you, please. Thank you for accepting the invitation.
Oh man, it's a pleasure all mine, beloved. We go to the Masjid Al Farooq at 8950 South Stoney Island. It is a predominantly very diverse community. You see it's a small sample of what you would experience if you was a Muslim and you was to make pilgrimage, and you see Middle Eastern brothers, you see Asian brothers and sisters, you see Caucasian brothers and sisters, you see African brothers and sisters, you see brothers and sisters from America, all in one facility making prayer to the one creator. Okay, so I would suggest anybody that's listening, if you get a chance, this coming up Friday at 1 o'clock is congregational prayer. If you could make it through, it'd be worth your while.
Yes, ma'am. Would you have any finished comments, ma'am?
You know, I really don't. I mean, it was a really good show. I appreciate you inviting us out.
Yes, ma'am.
You know, we was able to, you
yes,
know,
ma'am. I mean,
give a little dawah, give a little view of us.
Yes.
So.
One of the things, I study all the books. The Quran.
Yes, sir.
The Bible. Awaspi. Urantia. And in the Circle 7 Quran, it has a whole chapter on what a husband is and what a wife is. And I would urge a person to read that.
Yes.
Because they would be surprised at the duties of both.
Okay. Excuse me. You know what? I'm say assalamu alaikum to everybody, and I want to thank you for watching the Underground Railroad. Me and Alderman Virgil Jones, we come on every Saturday night at 10:30. But you can see us 7 days a week, 24 hours a day on YouTube. Okay, so go to YouTube after this. Hey man, check us out. Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam. Appreciate you, brother. That's up. Like Sanaka, that's up. Appreciate y'all, man.
Hey, you know what? Humbly, I thank y'all for accepting the invitation.
Alhamdulillah.
الأرض فرأيت أن ملك أمتي سيبلغ ما زوي لي منها. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam says, the earth, the whole world was shown to me, and I was told that the kingdom of my ummah will reach to all of it. And this is an authentic hadith. After that happens, there will be no more kufr. Kufr will be stamped out. Isa alayhi salam will accept Islam, either Islam or death.